New South Wales small businesses have come together, begging for help from leaders ahead of the March election. According to a new survey by Business New South Wales, 30% will be forced to shut down if trading conditions worsen. Joining us live now, the Business New South Wales Executive Director, David Harding. David, good morning. Thanks for your time this morning. So just outline what are the biggest cost pressures? I think we all know the answer, but just outline them for us, for those who don't know, that the businesses are facing at the moment in the state.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. One of our members are telling us that we're facing a witch's brew of rising costs in insurance, in wages, in energy prices in particular, right at the same time as we're still carrying the burden of supply side problems in housing, in skills, and of course in supply. And right at this moment we're seeing demand starting to drop away, as you might imagine, with rising interest rates. So that witch's brew is forcing a third of them to tell us that they may need to close their doors unless government, the new government coming in New South Wales, takes appropriate action. Right, okay. Well, I mean, when it comes to interest rates, there's not a whole lot that government can do about that. It's dependent on the RBA, but a few others, there can be some changes. What is needed to improve those trading conditions? Well, you're quite right that some of these factors that are impacting New South Wales and, of course, Australian businesses are outside of even the RBA's control. But there are levers that the New South Wales government, when it comes into power after March, can pull, and we are absolutely asking them to do that. So we're asking them to look at tax, in particular payroll tax. At the moment, there's an uneven playing field for New South Wales within the Australian context. We have higher payroll tax here, and in particular in the regions, much higher payroll tax. So we're asking government to look very closely at that. We're also looking at asking them to look at domestic energy supply. We have gas here in New South Wales. The government in New South Wales has started making moves towards securing that. But for businesses to thrive, for businesses to invest, they need security. They need supply side security. They can't see a road in front of them with ever rising costs. And energy is the #1 problem on their plate right now. We do need to act on that. And at the same time, with the other supply side problems that we're facing in skills, there are measures that the New South Wales government, when it comes to power, can take, particularly by advocating very strongly to Canberra that we need more skilled immigrants where they're needed most in our regions, for example. You identified insurance as a cost pressure. There's no doubt about that. People are seeing that at homes. People are seeing that at businesses. What can be done about that? How can more pressure be applied to stop those premiums from going up? Well, global insurance prices are rising, in general insurance in particular, but in New South Wales we're facing this really scary prospect of insurance rising at 4 to 5 times the rate of inflation. And with inflation already high, that makes insurance unaffordable to many small businesses, and our fear is that they will have really 2 choices: either go uninsured or go out of business. But the point that we're making in this election campaign, again, within the powers of the new New South Wales government, when it comes to power, is to look really closely at workers' comp. Workers' compensation is off the hook. It's going far too fast in the wrong direction, and we need to urgently look at iCare and its provision of workers' compensation. It's unaffordable and it's not delivering.